Hey everybody, it is Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, and we are here today for day 26 of the 95 Days of Award Season posts. And I am here to discuss what was my number one film for 2022 and the second runner-up in the New Year's review poll, Todd Field's Tar. Now, to my followers that voted for Tar, Suzanne, Amy, Jonathan, Claire, Francisco, Michael, and Brian, I hope you enjoy. So, Tar. From the opening interview between Lydia Tarr and Adam Gotnick, Cate Blanchett grips us and takes us on her journey as Lydia, one of the most successful composers and conductors in the world, a recipient of the EGOT, and for those that may not know, that is an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. And as Lydia, she is also about to record a live session of Mahler's Fifth Symphony, which would mean that she has now recorded all 9 of Mahler's work, as well as preparing to release her book, Tar on Tar. However, as all seems to be going well, as in most things, when it all goes well, something is going to go wrong. And before she knows it, Lydia's life begins to put all of her upcoming work at risk due to a video that has leaked that was edited and adjusted from a Juilliard class that she taught that went viral, where she wasn't exactly shown in the great light, and unfortunately the suicide of a former protege of Lydia's who was being trained to be a conductor through Lydia's accordion conducting fellowship. Additionally, she begins to form an attraction to Olga, a talented cellist that she brings into the orchestra for her upcoming recording. Now, as information about the Juilliard class and the suicide and her relationship with Olga as this develops, we begin to see the impact of this on her marriage to her wife and concertmaster Sharon, and also Francesca, my apologies, Lydia's faithful assistant, who is just trying to have her chance in the spotlight, similar to Lydia. Now, Lydia makes the moves she needs to ensure her stay on top, but this may not go the way that she needs it to. As her world begins to spiral, we see the impact of the choices that we make and how no act goes without consequence. Todd Field's film follows the trail Lydia is on for a very tense and gripping 2.5 hours. Now, for its Oscar chances, there's no doubt that Blanchett will be nominated for Best Actress. Since this film's debut, she has been the frontrunner, and many believe that the competition will come down to Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Additionally, this film, as it has been a consistent nominee for Best Picture in other awards shows, there's no doubt that it will be considered for Best Picture at the Oscars. I also feel that Todd Field's work should definitely be entering the conversation for both Best Director and Best Original Screenplay. The work is very solid for this. Now, as I stated at the start of this review, Tar was my number one film of 2022. So I'm sure there will be no surprise when I say this film is a 5 out of 5 star. This film, which is a fictional story of a composer, is told with more authenticity and subtlety that plays in reality so much better than a lot of the biographical films we get based on historical individuals or celebrities that seem forced. This seems authentic. You almost think Lydia is a real person. Now, additionally, and I should share this because this confused me at first and I had to stop and restart, the film actually opens with all of the credits at the beginning of the film. So I looked it up, just a fun little piece of information. This was actually deliberate on Todd Field's part because, unfortunately, most people leave a film before the credits roll, and he wanted to make sure that everyone viewing this film saw every single person who had an impact on this film. So the credits run first before the film begins. So I just want to point that out because if you assume that something was wrong with your rental or your screening, it's not. Those actually did come first and it was deliberate. Now, as of this post, you can still catch Tar playing in some select theaters, as well as available for rent and purchase on most digital platforms. Or if you're like me, you can pick up a physical copy at your local retailer. Now, tomorrow I will be reviewing the third film from the New Year's poll, Women Talking. But until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.